Now, on the current event side of things, man, did you get a chance to see Dave Chappelle's new stand-up? They got everybody going crazy right now.
He snapped.
What were your thoughts on that? Because right now, you got people trying to boycott him. You got people, I think the latest is that he was willing to go and meet with some of the Netflix employees and talk to them about some things. They've been trying to get the show off of Netflix, but it ain't going nowhere, according to the CEO. So, I mean, what are your thoughts about everything?
Honestly, I'm so glad that Netflix stood behind Chappelle. You know what I mean? I hope it wasn't just because they invested so much money into him. I hope, hopefully, it's from the heart and not from the pocket. You know what I mean? But the fact that they hung in there with him, and shit, man, Chappelle didn't lie. Like, tell me what part, you know, that was really a problem, because, and I'm glad that we have somebody who, you know, in his position, that got the balls to really say what need to be said without even worrying about the whole cancel culture type shit, you know? Tell her how many athletes, news reporters, sports commentators, a lot of folks, you know, who are in front of microphones, you know what I mean? Artists, who really, really would love to say what they want to say. But you got to worry about this anvil hanging over your fucking head.
Woo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And from Chappelle being that guy, even I feel like, even like I say, thankful that Netflix hung in there with him. Even if they would, even if Netflix had tripped, I think our community is so strong now, and I'm not talking about heterosexual community only. I'm speaking of just melanated people.
Yeah.
Other comedians.
There was a transgender comedian that got on TMZ and supported him.
See, boom.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, like, that's why I'm wondering how the hell can a person who lived that lifestyle be offended? Like, okay, let me see, you got a comedian could get on stage, you could have songs about somebody in a wheelchair, whatever type of disabilities, you could be talking about somebody's weight, whether they super skinny, whether they fat. You know, you might see a real disability that somebody can't help. Yeah. But they making jokes out of it.
Yeah.
Shit, Ricky Smiley, the
Lil Darryl.
Yeah, the whole Lil Darryl thing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see them folks tripping. You see folks who have disabilities who say, damn, that is funny. And so it's cool to see a transgender or somebody from the LGBT to say, damn, you know what? Yeah, that is funny. He's, you know, some of us, they might feel like, some of us don't like it, but then you got some who saying, hey, you know, that's a funny dude. We get that. So I figure that everybody should be able to take a joke, man. Like, you know, if you sitting in that audience, we see you, if it's two men or two women together, hell yeah, ain't no telling how many great jokes comedians have about couples that's the same sex. But they should be able to feel comfortable letting that joke out as far as their performance. You know, you'll say something about a heterosexual couple, be like, no, you're like a black and white couple. Yeah. Damn, what's his name? What's my man's name? Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
Have you ever saw that one stand-up, Elephant in the Room? It's the classic Patrice O'Neal stand-up. Yeah. Funniest motherfucker ever. But he spoke about, you know, just mixed race couples. But it's one thing that he did touch on that a lot of people that I saw, and I showed it to some folks, where he was talking about how a black woman could go missing, and they might look for her for about a week. Yeah. Maybe a few days. But he said, but this white woman go missing, you're going to see her face on every news station. Man, they got all type of dogs and shit all around the country just trying to find this little missing white woman. And I'm talking about this stand-up that he did is maybe like 2007,
well, it's funny maybe, by what you said, because that was kind of what Dave Chappelle was trying to insinuate through his comedy, was that I'm not really targeting transgenders. I'm trying to let y'all know the plight of black people and how we are undervalued out here.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, like y'all are, okay. And then you got some people like, oh man, he trying to throw little baby under the bus. No, he's using that as an example. Like they trying to cancel this kid. You know what I mean? And shit, who don't feel like that? Yep. As far as what he said before he got off the stage. So really my whole thing is, when it comes to that, you know, okay, they want an apology, but my whole thing is, I apologize for saying it out loud if anything. You know what I mean? Because that's still how he feel. Even if he say, hey, y'all, I'm sorry. But that's still the way that man still feel that way about that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just got to keep your thoughts, keep that volume turned down. You just can't have the volume on 10 while with your thoughts. You know what I mean? But and you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. So what do you think about cancel culture and freedom of speech?
Man, and it's gonna keep coming around. Like, that's always the thing that keeps showing up when you think about these situations, is the freedom of speech. Like, how can you all just have this big collage of subjects or different things to speak on, but out of this whole picture, you say something about this one little thing will end your whole career, no matter how many foundations you done gave to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter how many other comedians you've helped, still currently helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just say this one little joke about this little community right here, or this type of person who living this lifestyle. And he's not even pointing at nobody directly.
Mm-hmm.
He's just speaking of, the people over there. That's what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would love to see what type of jokes a gay person might have about heterosexuals. I would love to hear some of their jokes making fun of us heterosexual people. You know what I mean? And that'll be hella funny. I would love to hear
their perspective.
Yeah, your perspective of how you look at me if you see me and my woman holding hands. Like, oh, look at them.
Exactly.
Look at those opposites. They're not supposed to be together. They're opposite.
Come on.
You know, that might be
that'd be funny as hell.
And, man, and they can reverse that shit, and I will not be offended, man. So I'm thinking, like, we got to even this shit up, man. Like, nobody should be able to just end nobody's career, and come on, man, stop their families from being fed just from one little statement.
Exactly.
So, but he didn't just stand on stage talking about them. But no, it's and honestly, man, as long as we living on this planet, man, it's gonna keep being situations that's gonna make us question, wow, how real is this freedom of speech type shit? What is it really about?